GQ naming Abbot Kinney is like the coolest block in America. Of course, like it's always been like that, right? You know? My name is Flower Miller and I'm 39. I've lived in Venice my whole life. We lived in the canals until I was probably 11 when we moved to the beach on 20th Avenue. So it's changed a lot. Venice used to be known for the crazy boardwalk, and that's really what we were known for, is having a boardwalk with crazy people doing crazy shows and lots of art and all different cool things that you could buy that people, you know, it's just a really creative movement. There's drum circles, which there still are today on the boardwalk, but that's what we were known for. They used to call it Ghetto by the Sea. It was really run down. The only people that were on Abbot Kinney were like, you know, the gangsters and perverts and like criminals. The brig used to be just criminals. You do not go in the brig. The brig was dangerous. There were 2, almost 3 gangs. There was a black gang, which is Shoreline Crips, and then there was V13, Venice 13, that was the Venice Mexican gang. And at one point, these 2 gangs that lived next door to each other, right over here in Oakwood, were warring with one another. I knew, you know, people that were getting killed, and it was really sad, really scary. And people caught on to our beautiful, you know, community here and realized that we can turn this ghetto into, like, you know, a super pricey neighborhood by the sea. I have a lot of friends that I grew up with that were priced out of Venice because it's so expensive. Sometimes I still can't believe that, you know, homes on 6th in Indiana are selling for like millions of dollars. I'm like, but it's still right next door. Like, there's a guy selling crack right next door. Sometimes I wish, you know, they would at least leave the homes, you know, in their true old style. Part of it looks like Beverly Hills. They're horrible, brightly colored homes that are just monstrosities on a canal where it should just be like a house with wood and windows and sitting rooms and wind chimes, you know. That's how I remember it. And I worked at a salon on Abbot Kinney too, about 15 years ago. And it was just our salon and the, you know, the coffee shop, and there was a clothing store way down at the end. And little by little, as the street, you know, attracted like a lot of like newer, more modern stores, and each one was like, no way, that's never gonna work. 20 years later, we're known for having like the coolest street in America. Like, the restaurants are cool. The stores are cool. People are very cool. They get on my nerves sometimes because they're a little too cool. Sometimes you wish we still had a little bit of that edge, like scare a little bit of them off, you know, the hipsters away a little bit, just so it's not so crowded and trafficky. Kind of sad in a way, but on the other hand, you know, like, things change, you know, and it just, we couldn't keep this the best secret forever, I guess. I can still go to the beach and have the same view that I've seen for almost 40 years and feel like ride my roller skates on the bike path and still feel like this is my home.